Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Y'all normally I do my lives early, but your girl was on the road, so I'm traveling. Thank God for angels and prayers because it's crazy out there. But I wanted to jump on, and like I said before, I'm starting something new. Is my title now is Conversations with Pamela, or maybe one on one when I have a guest. I supposed to had a guest on tonight, but it didn't work out and the other person wasn't able to jump on. But I don't know why I'm feeling to talk about relationships. Not that I have some experience, but I'm not saying like I have it all together. But my topic and I feel to talk about is relationships. I don't know. Relationships as far as couples and as far as marriage. And, I can speak upon it because I've been married before and I'm divorced. I'm kind of past that little middle age. I'm going into this other stage in my life in my 50s. And like I said before, I'm happy, single, singly, happy, single, whatever. But I just wanted to talk about relationships. And I wanted to talk about my subject today was going to be about dating as far as your first date, you know what I mean? So I had a guess and I didn't hear back from that guest, so it is what it is. So I'm going to just go with the flow. And when I say I'm doing something, I'm going to do it. And I specifically didn't put a time because I was on the road. So I finally got to my destination and it was a little bit delayed. So that's why I just wanted to just say, thank you, hon. Thank you. Cheers to all. But I just wanted to say that I wanted to talk about and just touch about relationships. And I wanted my other subject yesterday, I was talking about just, is that a blank? Why I got a blank? Anyway, talking about dating, right? And I want to talk about the part of going on the first date. You know what I mean? What do you do as a male or a female? What is your expectations when you want to go on this first date? Now, it's really hard to talk about now because it's COVID and you really can't see that person with the mask, but I'm going to use myself for an example. Not that it really is, but I'm just, as far as me for, an example. It's long distance, right? And so I was talking about the texting yesterday. That's what I was talking about, the texting. The texting and dating. And like I said before, I don't really feel comfortable with the texting. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Where it's not even spelled out. It's YWD. You know what I'm saying? And to me, if you get to know that person, you need to be on top of be on point with it. Don't just, what are you doing? Where you at? To me, when you want to get to know a person, you have to actually, if you can't see them and it's long distance, you have to speak to them over the phone. You have to do FaceTime, or you have to do dual goal, whatever. They got so many different things where you can go ahead and just do FaceTime. But my subject today was that, okay, you've done all of that talking and you're getting to know each other over the phone. Now the next step would be dating. So where would you take your first, your first date? Now it's hard because it's COVID, okay? And see, to me, I just want to throw out some little pointers like on a woman's perspective, right? Our expectations on like a first date. It depends on where you at and who that person is. I feel as a man, and this is just my opinion, guys. It's just, don't take it personal. And I'm not saying like I have it all together. I think to me, or the man should always open up the door. Number one, car door, and you don't see that much at all. You don't see them open up the car door. And this is my thing. You start something, continue that through the relationship. Don't just stop once we together and we've been together and now we married. You don't open up my car door no more. Also, too, as well, I don't see a whole lot of guys pulling out the seat. I'm just saying, we are queens. You know what I mean? We're queens, and we should be treated as such. And women, we should be treated as such. And like I said before, I don't know if I ever said this before, and maybe I'm just old school. I've never bought a man a drink. If I'm out somewhere and we eyeballing and we chit-chatting and flirting, I'm not buying a man a drink. And I know y'all men feel, that makes you feel good. That brings your confidence up. That woman's buying you a drink. But that's just not me. I'm old school. To me, I feel like a man should go ahead and buy the woman a drink. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to go and buy a man a drink. To each his own. I just wasn't raised like that. I'm old school. I kind of would sit back, and I don't care if I was looking at that guy, we've been talking all night, and there's something there, he doesn't approach me, and then he just wasn't the one. So, you know what I mean? It's a lot that goes into just relationships. And I don't know why I kind of been touching on this. Like, yes, I talked about the dating and texting, because I'll be 51, and I'm happily single. Because I know my tolerance is like zero right now. And I've been through some stuff, and I refuse to settle. And I told all your women on here, don't settle. And like I said before on my other live, write down your specifics of what you want. far as your mate or your husband or even your wife. Write down your Pacifics. And you know what? I didn't say this part in my. I want him to be able to cook. I mean, really cook, not just make spaghetti. I want him to know how to really cook because I've cooked all the time. And I want to just sit back and put my feet up and receive that. And I want him to be able to know how to cook and also know how to serve me too as a woman. So on my first date, right, I'm driving my car. I meet him there at this certain spot. And you know what? I would leave it up to him what he would want to do for as the first day. Now, if he asked me, I definitely would put my 2 cents in. It depends on certain locations, where we going, things in that nature. Hey, Tawana. And you know, I'm watching everything too. I'm watching to see if he's gonna open up that door for me. You know what I mean? I'm watching if he's gonna pull that seat out for me. I'm watching if he's watching me. Even on this date, I'm watching to see if he's watching me, if he gives me the menu first, or when the waiter comes to the table, is he ordering his food first? That's not good. I'm watching all those type of things. Is he actually watching me, being poised and waiting for me to actually place my order? And then when I place my order, don't ask me how much that was. That has happened too. What did you do? So how much was that? Nah. Because guess what? I've been taking care of myself and doing me the whole time. Believe me. So whoever comes, I'm praying when he do come, that he comes already equipped financially. I'm praying. Because I've been running a whole household by myself. I'm not bragging. I'm telling you facts. That I'm able to hold it down, been holding it down, raise my boys. So I pray that when he comes equipped already. So as I order my food, I sit back and you know when someone's really into you, they pay attention to everything that you do. I had a guy before that he knew that when I was finished with my dinner and I put my lipstick on, he knew I was ready to go. I never even said anything to him, but he already knew when I put my lipstick on, he knew I was ready to go. That's paying attention. That's being in tune with somebody. And you know what? When you're in tune with that person, that means you really want to be with that person. If you're in tune and you're watching them, you watch everything that they do and you pay attention how they talk or what gets them upset, what makes them happy. Things in that nature, you pay attention to all of that. So we're on this date, okay? We're sitting down. He pulls out his cell phone. That's not good. Now, if the phone rings or something like that, cool. But if this is our first date and we're sitting across from each other and we conversating, trying to get to know each other, and he pulls out his cell phone and he's on his cell phone the whole time, and I'm sitting there like looking around, going like, that's not good. Or another thing, I had one that whenever we had went out, he'd take his cell phone and laid it down on the other side. So in case it rung or someone called, I would never see who it was. Because, you know, now we got pictures on our cell phone, so we see who's calling. We'll see which female's calling or who other baby mama something. So he would take the phone and lay it down. So if we're on a date and you order your food first, that's out of line. You didn't pull my seat out? That's out of line. Out of line. You on your cell phone the whole date? Out of line. It's all about chemistry. It's all about eye contact. It's all about body language. I pay attention to all those things. So that's my thought on dating, conversational wise, paying attention, asking me good questions, want to know what my short-term goals are, my long-term goals are, because this is my thing. And I always said before, we cannot get back time, okay, at all. So please don't waste my time if you don't have great expectations for me, or if this is something that you really want to, have in the future. If it's playtime, I don't have time for playtime. And I'm not saying like that, like I'm bragging. I'm just, y'all know I keep it 100 on here. I don't have time to be playing with somebody that does. And I'm 51. And like I said before, I'm too old to say I have a boo or I got a boyfriend. I'm too old for that. You know what I mean? So we on this date, conversating back and forth. He's on his cell phone. Hope he's not. But if not, and we going back and forth and we conversing back and forth. And then after the date, you just never know. It's all about chemistry. It's all about the conversation. Because to me, and like I said before, and I'm going to kind of go there, foreplay starts before you even get to where you're going to go. It's all about the conversation. It's all about just the certain butterflies that you feel, or that you just the iron sharpens iron. He's on the same page, you on that page, and you like, wow, Dad, maybe this can really be something that I can really, wow, build a future on. Ladies, don't waste your time with something where you're not going to build your future on. Please don't do that. Life, and like I said before, we cannot get back time. So please don't do that. You know what I mean? So make sure you go in knowing what you expect out of a man, and do not settle. Please do not settle. Please do not settle. We are queens. You know what I'm saying? First, and you have to know that within the inside of you first. So they know how to handle you as such. And like I said before, they call me Miss Pam on my job. Older people, and I'd be like, oh God, please don't call me Miss Pam. But it's the way I carry myself. My mother put that in me a long time ago. She told me who I was as a woman. As a little girl, she poured that into me already. And I just carry myself as such. I was never a follower. Everybody was going away. I never want to go that way because I want to know why everybody's going away. Well, okay, they're going away. I don't want to go that way. Everybody wore the same thing. I was different. I can go back and show my old pictures. I had the bob. One was up, one was down. Salt and pepper. My hair was blue black. I always, not like a misfit, but just different. You know what I'm saying? I almost call myself like a chameleon. I like to look different all the time. I never like to look the same exact way. I like to switch it up. A little mystery to me. Never tell somebody everything about yourself. Don't give it all away. You know what I mean? Because it's a waste to give it away to the wrong person. So conversations with Pamela, something different I'm doing. I just don't know, but I thought I was going to have a guest tonight and he wasn't available. You know who he is too. Anyway, I'm going to be nice and polite. But anyway, that was my fault because I was on the road and I just got to my destination. So I just wanted to talk about dating, and I probably will come back to this because I really want a man's perspective on what he would take a woman, or where he will go on the first date. I really would like to know about that. And it's hard because it's COVID, you know what I mean? And to me, it don't have to be outside. You know what I mean? It could be a picnic. I would love to do a picnic. And a picnic don't have to be outside. A picnic could be inside. You have to always learn to date each other all the time, even to my married couples. And I think a lot of times we get comfortable and we get settled in our relationship. I keep telling y'all, don't. Keep it sexy, keep it spicy. Don't go to bed with that bonnet on your head. I mean, of course, I pin my hair up and wrap it up. It don't stop nothing, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'm going there. But keep yourself sexy, keep yourself nice. Don't just go to bed with any old frumpy pajamas. Sometimes, to each his own. I'm not saying every night you got to do that. I know. I'm just saying keep it spicy, keep a little mystery. You know what I'm saying, to yourself. I'm just saying that's me all day. You know what I mean? Even though I'll be 51, I think it's important to keep it spicy, to keep a little mystery, to keep a little something in your relationship. I don't want the norm, and I'm not selling for the norm. The regular, I pack your lunch, there's your lunch break, okay, bye, see you later. Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that at all, and I'm not settling because this is my last time. I was married before. If God sees me to be married again, then maybe I'll go. I have to see. God has to whisper in my ear and tell me he's the one, because I don't have time to be wasted. And he has to be a traveler because I love to travel. He has to be able to handle my little spoiledness. I'm spoiled. It's not my fault. I'm the first daughter, you know what I'm saying, of my mother's side. So I was the first girl, you know what I mean? So they spoiled me. I couldn't spoil myself. And then, I spoiled myself if not, you know what I mean? So they have to be able to have patience. Then to menopausal woman, that's why I'm trying to keep myself happy. Y'all see, I keep smiling because our bodies is going through changes that we never even experienced before. It's a whole other chapter in our life. So I thank God I don't have my heat flashes, so he got to understand I may be hot, I may be cold. I want someone that's going to be sensitive to me. Sensitive, to be in tune with me, to be like, okay, you know what, something's not right. And guess what, I do it right back too. It's not a problem. I can't wait, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on 51. Not that there's a certain time that we need to be married or to be settled. No, ladies, please don't put that pressure on yourself either. Please don't do that. But keep it hot and spicy. That's another thing I want to talk about. I don't know why this is in me to talk about. And I know I should be talking about travel, which I know I will always leave my little spin of travel. But I just want to be conversations with Pamela. Something different. I don't know I don't know what God is doing. This is something different. Right now, I feel like it's about relationships. I talked about texting in a relationship. How I don't feel comfortable with that texting. Like I just got a text not so long ago. Like, what you doing? Where you? I don't like text. conversation, talking, full sentences. Maybe that's why I haven't, sorry, hate to go there. Maybe that's why I haven't been attracted to no country people, because they just, sorry, they just cut everything off. They don't say full sentences and everything is, I just don't understand it. I guess that's probably why I'm always still attracted to dudes from up top, from New York. And I guess maybe they can handle me a little bit because I'm a little aggressive. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I think people should really take the time to build in your relationship. If that's what you want, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Build in that relationship. Keep it spicy. Keep it going. I don't care how long you've been married. Keep it hot. Keep it sexy. I mean, the foreplay starts way before you get in the bed. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's another subject that I'm going to talk about. But I just wanted to talk about the first date. I didn't have my guests. My other one was too busy to jump on. That's fine. I'll probably do this another time because I really want a man's perspective on where he would take the person he's been talking to on an actual first date. And it's kind of hard now with COVID. So, but anyway, guys, you have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'm at my destination. Time for me to wind down and eat a little something. But I love you guys. You have a blessed, blessed night. I'm doing something different. Conversations with Pamela. And I'm open for anyone to say, you know what, Pam, I would love to come on and talk with you about a certain subject. Y'all let me know if it be able to talk my spirit and it feels good. I'm definitely down for it. I'm definitely down to do different, maybe one-on-one with Pamela, conversations with Pamela. I'm open for it. I don't know which way God's going to have me go with this, but I really been feeling to do this conversation with Pamela. I think a lot of times we don't talk enough. We keep a lot of things inside, us as women. And I want to have a platform for, even if it's Facebook or maybe I do a Zoom or who knows, I don't know what God's doing with this, but it's conversations with Pamela. And when I have a guest, it's going to be one-on-one with Pamela. Just a thought. Any type of ideas, jot it down. Let me know. I'm open. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Dwayne. Hello, Crystal. Send my love to the family, to the Pate family. It's been a long time. You always will be my family. But I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed, blessed night. And I just was talking about first dates. Where would you take them? Where would you, go? What would you do? It don't have to be a whole lot of money either. We get caught up in that. It don't have to be all about money. I'm just want to just talk about relationships. And like I said, I don't know all the answers, but I've been through some stuff that I can talk about. And I just feel to talk about relationships. That's what's on my heart right now. But I love you guys. You have a blessed, blessed evening. Stay dry. It is terrible out there. It's terrible. And you know my 3 things I always have to say is, Lord, we just thank you that you're forever on the throne. I know I sipped some wine, but Jesus drank wine too. In case somebody got something to say. And Lord, we just thank you that we woke up in the right state of our minds. It's a powerful tool. I'm thankful that I have my mind. I'm still in my mind. Because menopause women, sometimes it does something too. I don't know, it's a lot. That's why whoever is with you while you're going through this menopause has to be sensitive, has to be comforting, because it's a change that our body's going through. And y'all men, y'all going through your little menopause too as well. I know y'all are. But it's important. That makes it easier to go through the transition of wherever I'm going through. I don't know why I had to say it. I just want to say that. And also too, we just thank you. Thank you for our peace. Ooh, my son's almost got me tonight because I'm driving and my other son, I said, whoever your wife will be, I'll pray for her, because that personality, he's a Scorpio. That personality, I'm not into signs, but he's a true Scorpio. They try to wear my nerves and my peace, but I'm at my destination. I'm able to wind down and relax. I did my live. My girl kept asking me, April, what time? I couldn't say what time because I was traveling on the road, so I'm finally here. But my conversations was about relationships, and I was talking about the first date, long distance or whatever, and plus during COVID. But I love you guys. Don't let anyone to disturb your peace. Don't give it to them. It's not worth it. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Any questions about this lovely travel business? You know I have to put my spin on that. That's my baby. That's my heart. Any questions? I mean, it's Black Friday deals like crazy. That picture I put up, that's Greece, y'all. That's another beautiful spot. My 2021 bucket list is about to be crazy because despite COVID and things going on, people are still traveling. My birthday's coming up in January. I'm thinking about Dubai, but I don't know about Dubai, so I may want to stay a little bit closer. I'm definitely going to do an all-inclusive resort, but let me know. Holla at your girl. I'd love to put packages together. Matter of fact, somebody just hit me up. I got to do a package. I got to get the invoice to her. But anyway, I love you guys. You have a happy, happy evening. It's Monday tomorrow. Are y'all ready? It's Monday. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's a fresh start. If you didn't get it right, let's get it right this week. Like I said before, we're in the last final quarter, and I'm trying to bring it all the way, get everything done and wrapped up for my business. I'm still pointing to people. If you have any questions about this Love Your Travel business, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said before, I never saw myself as a travel agent. I didn't, but we all doing it, but not getting paid for it. So now I get paid to be a travel agent. I love it. I book trips, I get commission. Easy. Phone call. My goodness. Someone joins my team. Oh my God. It's a wonderful thing, guys. I'm telling you. I see everybody traveling. It's okay. I mean, I guess you don't know all what I know, but it's okay. And if you're open for it, I'd love to share my wonderful, wonderful travel business with you too as well. But anyway, guys, I got to go eat my carrabas. I got some carrabas and I got my little sip for the night. I love you guys. I'll talk to you real soon. Good night.